everybody. Welcome to Love the Real Hills. My name is Chris, and this is my wife.
I'm Renee Hill.
And we love each other, we love God, and we love you. And we're looking forward to a great show today.
Yes.
It's been so exciting. This season has been like none other because we've heard from so many different people from so many different nations and states and different countries and different point of views, and we'd love to hear from you. Do us a favor. We want you to smash that like button. The likes will really help with the algorithm. And then we want you to subscribe, and we want you to share, because we're about to get into something really interesting on this show. Last show was nuts. If you missed last week's episode, go back and check it out. But we're going to build on there and keep on going, because we love talking about love and relationships and money and business. Y'all, babe, I think did you just start our 10th business?
I think so.
I mean, my goal was to have 12 businesses in 8 years, but you're on 10, and I still have, we still have 5 more years to go. And I know that's gonna happen quick. So we've been really busy in this season. It's been exciting. But we don't want to neglect you at all. We want to jump in here and talk about what we're talking about today. Because we can talk about business, we can talk about relationship, we can talk about blended family, we can talk about religion, we can talk about ministry, and we can talk about industry. We can talk from male-female perspective. There's so many different ways we can attack something. But I really want us to get into this topic today. Will you lead us out?
Yeah, so today, the big question that we received, that we decided to talk about on today's episode is called, how do you know when you've got a good woman? How do you know?
How do you know?
So this came from a young man. He's in his late 20s, and he's like, well, how do I know that this is the woman I should propose to, that this is the woman I should determine whether or not to spend the rest of my life with? How do I know that what are some key things that are gonna help me to know she's a good woman?
So this man, he's over the age of 28.
He's 28.
He's 28. Now, ladies, you gotta know this, that a man's brain is not finished cooking. He is not at his cognitive strength until he's 26, according to statistics. So if you marry a man before he's 26, his brain is not yet set, okay? And so 26, I like to cheat up to 28, okay? Because you may marry a dude at 24. For some reason, so many women want to be married at around the age of 24. They want to graduate.
As a woman.
Yes.
But the man doesn't have to be 24.
Right. But if they want someone who's the same age and they get someone who's 24, 25, he ain't done yet. His brain is not even set yet. His personality is not even dialed in, and so you have problems. But this young man that we're talking about is 28, so he is in my marriage window, yeah. Hill's marriage window, and he's ring worthy.
Yeah, he has a good career.
Career
he has
settled.
A good head on his shoulders.
Head on his shoulders.
He's in the phase. He just really started the dating phase about 2 years ago.
Wow. So
seriously
So
dating.
he delayed the dating stage.
Yeah, because
to get his career
wanted
right.
to do his money right, get a house. He already owns a home.
He's a homeowner.
Yep, he owns his car. He owns a home.
Oh my God.
So he has his garden.
He has his garden.
And his garden is garden.
His garden is garden. All he needs is
a Eve.
Yes.
So
to mess it up. I mean, an Eve to come in.
This
okay.
is right here. This is what I deal with. But anyways, he wants some help. He wants a
help meet.
He wants some help on knowing how to pick correctly, because he has gone on quite a few dates.
Wow. Has he been on the apps?
He's done some apps.
Hinge?
Yes. I don't know which ones, but he's done a few apps, and he has recently gotten off the apps.
Got off a humper?
Because it hasn't been so great. He's going out and meeting women now at places, going with friends that have other friends, friend group outings.
Okay.
And getting to know people in the, you know,
In the
from
context
that
of the
way.
friend group.
Yeah, and so, but now he's like, well, you know, there's this big, huge epidemic of, I call it the lies. The lies.
The lies.
Everyone puts on a lie up front when they're meeting you.
Wow.
That's men and women, and no one's exempt. They lie. They lie, they tell you what you think, what they think you want to hear.
Right.
They tell you what everyone out there is saying a man wants or a woman wants, and they tell you that they are that. But then you find out after the fact that they are not.
So the women are saying that they're not looking for quick marriage. And the men are saying they're only dating for marriage.
Yeah.
And they both lying.
Yeah, they both lying. 'Cause
Liar.
9 times out of 10, like this guy, when they get to that point, they're not trying to draw this thing out.
this-
And ladies, let me give you a little hint. If he's drawing it out, he's not at that point.
He's
He's
not ready.
He does not want to do this. He does not want to take it to the next step. That draw out for a man means he
How
is
long
not
is the
there.
draw out? How long?
I don't know. It could be years. Usually when a man knows what he wants and he finds the woman that, you know, details what he wants,
Right.
it doesn't take him much time to say, this is what I want.
Right.
He probably will propose to her in the first year
No, I
or
give
less.
most men know in 6 months.
Yeah, that's what
They
I'm
know
saying.
in 6 months.
Within the
I'm
first year.
begging them to wait a year to see her in all 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But most men, 6 months, he's dead sure. 30 days, he knows if she's a candidate.
Mm-hmm.
6 months, he's dead sure. And within a year, if we are going beyond a year, you're a jump off.
Jump off.
You're a bridge over troubled water. He's just gonna walk on you till he finds the real one. Okay? He's gonna walk on you, and this, I watched this happen to women, is he was with her for 2 years. Then he meets the next one, he's
And
married.
she's the one.
He's married in 4 months.
Yeah,
He's
no, I've
engaged
seen that happen.
instantly.
And the
she's,
other one's like,
what happened? No,
How?
you
You
were.
must have been cheating.
No, he wasn't cheating. You was a bridge over troubled water. And once he got his money right, he got his money right, he got his head right, he finally got a good haircut, and you helped him with all his styling. His apartment is impeccable, and now he's in a position, he met her, and I mean her. Okay, and he's gonna close that deal real fast because men don't really play. So, but I love this question from this young man is, how do I know? How do I know if I have a real, a good woman? Okay.
And so I'm gonna let you start
Oh man.
and say what a man,
Oh my
what
goodness.
men
What he
know,
needs to
what
be
he-
looking for.
and then I will say,
Okay.
from a woman's perspective,
You sure you don't want to go first?
what a man should be looking for.
I think you should go first.
You think I should go first?
Because you know me.
Okay.
Mine is sex, 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 and sex. Okay?
Men are so shallow.
We're so simple. We're not shallow, we're simple.
There's no depth.
There's no depth at all. If he says, I just love your personality, he's lying to you. Because if you find and got a bad personality, he will work around. Okay? Men will find a workaround for bad personality. It won't last, but it'll be fun while it lasted.
pull out my
Okay, you
notes.
got your notes. You go first, because
Okay, men.
I have a little bit. I do have some depth, but go ahead.
You do. You have depth, babe. Only you. Anyways, so men, this is coming from a woman, myself, who understands that women lie. And being that I now have a son or
Yeah.
two.
Yes.
I don't want them to get with a lying woman.
Not a lying woman.
So I'm going to tell my sons how to see the woman and know if they're good, not based on what they want and what they think as a man. I want to tell him what to look for. It's underlying. It's not just going to be there. It's not something that, you know, if a woman is lying, these things are not going to show up.
Okay.
Okay? First thing, I put, when women are giving you a strong emotional bond and communication, and I say that they're sharing, they're always sharing with you. They're not hiding from you.
Wow.
They're not keeping secrets from you. They're having like deep conversations with you, and it's about you. Like they're really trying to get to know you as a person. Like, but almost like they overshare.
What do you mean?
Like TMI.
Right.
Like a woman who's really into a man, when we really like a man, we TMI. We TMI. Too much information.
Give me a for instance.
Like, we go into the depths of the depths. We'll talk about, you know, our pinky toe that is falling off. Most women who are not really, they'll hide all of that. And you won't find out until after the wedding night and you pull up them covers that she ain't got no pinky toe.
Wow.
But a woman who really, really cares about that dude, she's just open about everything. Oh yeah, I don't have a pinky toe. You still like me? Oh yeah, I don't have, you know, I didn't have a good relationship with my dad. You still like me?
Wow.
Oh yeah, you know, I've had some bad relationships in the past and I was kind of mean to him. And I've like, you know, I like one time like left his clothes in the washer really long and they got mildew and I did it on purpose because I knew he wasn't gonna check it for 4 days. Yeah, like
So you think they will be
almost sometimes kind of detrimentally honest.
to a fault?
Yes.
Wow.
But you can't take it as a fault. As young men, I'm telling you, when she's that way, completely open and honest, like to where you're like, did she just tell me that? Keep your eye on her. She's probably a good one.
Wow.
Okay? That's number one.
No, hold on. Slow down. Don't go so fast.
I'm not going
Don't
fast.
go so fast.
Go slow.
Because I've been in a situation when I was dating. I was on the dating market for about 10 minutes, and a woman told me that her previous boyfriend, she got mad at him because he was cheating, and she kicked the door down on his house with his children were in the house. And I took that as a red flag. I figure if you're a door kicker, then I probably don't need that in my life.
Right, I get that.
But you feel like she was being open and honest and
she was showing you a side of her. She was still honest. Now, I'm not saying men, you don't evaluate the honesty. You know what I'm saying? And like
Okay.
be stupid like you said.
because I ran.
Yeah, for you, a woman who is capable of kicking in a door means she can get violent if she gets angry, and that's something cannot deal with.
I've already been in a relationship with violent women.
Okay,
So,
so for you,
I can't do
you
that.
took that as like, this is a red flag for me in the sense of, I know I can't handle. If I make her mad, she might get violent. I can't do that. I'm walking. Yes, totally agree. You should
Okay.
walk. What I'm saying,
it
but I
makes
am
her
saying,
a good woman.
I'm saying that her heart, she was being honest. She
Wow.
was not withholding
Wow.
information. So that is a good quality.
Wow.
That's a good quality.
Wow. No, you turned
Even
on a
to
light
her
for
detriment.
me. To her detriment.
It was to
So
her detriment
a
for you.
woman
But there are some men
who would be like that kind of
like,
passion.
oh yeah, I like that.
That kind of passion.
Feisty.
Feisty.
You were passionate. She'll be passionate like that for me.
Breaking the law.
Yeah, hey, there are some men who like that.
Restraining order.
I'm just saying.
You know, some men like toxic women.
They do. because that's just all they know and they like it and they've learned how to adapt their life to it, and good for them. There's a woman and a man for everybody,
I believe there is. You know that men and women on the earth are exactly the same amount of number?
Yeah.
That there's 350 million people in America, and there's 175 million men and 175 million women. There's somebody for everybody.
Wow.
There really is.
Yep.
Now, they may not be your color or your culture.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
But I believe we need some reverse bunny hopping.
Come on, reverse bunny.
We need some reverse bunny hopping.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I need some white men and black women to connect.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
I have a few friends
my church
who are
is
black that got with white men, and they're having the best relationship they ever had.
Our church is full of them.
Yeah.
It's the swirl up in here.
Swirly.
Okay? It's the swirl.
Anyways,
it's the swirl up in here. And we need more of the swirl.
Yeah.
We need it.
We got to open up our minds, ladies. We got to open up our minds.
We got to open up our minds.
Now, number 2.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2
so
on my list.
So she may overshare. She's going to be open and honest.
When a woman doesn't overshare or she doesn't share deeply, like you can tell she's talking a lot, but she ain't sharing a lot.
Nothing.
Have you ever been with or like in the audience of someone where they're talking, but
and saying
nothing?
Nothing. No thoughts, no feelings.
No depth.
No depth. She's
no detail.
A shallow woman.
It's just they're just talking, but they're not really sharing.
Oh my God.
And when you ask those questions that cause them to have to share deeper, they circumvent it, they go around it, they beat around it.
How's
back to
your
the
relationship
top.
with your father? And oh, great. And that's it.
That's it.
How's your relationship with your mother?
Yeah, it's men, you don't want that. You don't want that. Number 2 is she shows unwavering support and respect.
Wow.
She's supportive during the good times and the bad times.
Unwavering.
That means even in the worst kind of situation where you would think this woman probably is gonna leave me, she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and support you through this.
That's a good woman.
Yes. Like, she offers help to support you in your endeavors, and she's there for you emotionally. And I mean, she offers help to support you in your endeavors. You're doing something, you got your groove going, and you're coming to her and you're like, I'm really struggling with this. I'm going through this with my crew or my team or my coworkers or my employees. And she hears you and she's thinking about it.
Wow.
And she comes back to you a few days later and says, you know what I was thinking about when we were talking about your job? Did you ever figure that out? And you're like, no, man, I'm still dealing. And she's like, what do you think about this? I was reading or I was researching. When I was working at this job,
right,
such and such was going through a similar thing and they did this and it really helped them.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's taking what you're carrying and she's adding an element that helps your load be lighter.
Wow.
She's supporting you.
That's a good woman.
Yeah. That's my number 2.
That's a good one. I want you to get to the respect part too.
Yeah.
Because that's like huge for a man. But I think it's really when if you have a woman and you brought a problem, you bring it to her, and she's like, sound like a personal problem. What you gonna do? And that's something to really to analyze. Now, some men can feel like she's, domineering, but most men who are wise would be like, thank you for thinking about that. Did you research that? Did you get on the internet? Did you get on AI and come up with a 10-point plan for me?
But 9 times out of 10,
they'll appreciate it.
Women just think that way. We're smarter.
All right. Well, we have to go. We have to take a break, but that is statistically correct, gentlemen. But we'll take a break, and when we come back,
we'll talk about the respect.
We'll talk about the respect part,
and then my last 3.
And then your last 3.
Well, last.
And then I'll get to jump in here on my elaborate list of how do you know you have a good woman. Let's watch these messages.
Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver. Inspirational, motivational, and elevational. At Higher Level, journey with us in reaching your highest potential in God.
Because when you go up, I go up too. When you get a promotion, I get a promotion too. When you go higher, we started at the bottom, now we're here. Everybody's going up. I need somebody who knows I'm going up. I'm going up with my family. I'm going up with my children. I'm going up with my church. We're all going up.
Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver this Sunday at 10 a.m. Higher Level Denver at the Roar Center, 3035 South Parker Road, Aurora, Colorado, 80014. See all that we're doing on the web at www.higherleveldenver.org.
And we are back.
We're back.
We're back from that short break. Okay, so I was giving my second point.
Yeah.
I talked about first emotional bonding communication.
Yes.
And then support and respect.
Yes.
And we talked about
support is huge.
Yes, but now respect and what that looks like coming from
and how they
a
go
good woman,
Right,
men.
a good woman.
Respect, if it's a good woman, she shows you respect in a number of ways. One of the ways she can do that is just by listening to you. You talk, she listens. You make comments, she hears them, and later on you see that she applied something that you said.
Oh, God.
Without you saying straight out, you need to do this. You could just be having casual conversation, and she hears something in that conversation from you and realizes, oh, that's a thing for him. Let me just apply that. And she just does it naturally.
Can I
Because she
jump in here?
respects what you say.
Can I jump in
and
here?
what you feel. Yeah, you can jump in.
This is from you. This is on you. We weren't even dating. We were nowhere near. We worked together, but we were nowhere near. You had no idea. I had not shot my shot. I had not chased you down to ruin your life at all. Okay. But one of the things I noticed is I was looking at an Indian headdress, that was extremely expensive for me.
Yeah.
And it was so costly that I was like, yo, I'm gonna hold up on that. And it was an Indian chieftain, authentic, made by a Native American artist. And I love Native American art, everybody knows that. And I told you about it.
Yes.
I told you about it. I said, yeah, I saw this thing at the airport that was amazing and I would love it. But, you know, I got both kids in private school, and I'm gonna have to, let me sell some more books, let me get a few more bookings in and I'll get it. Mm-hmm. And then I moved on with my life.
Same.
I forgot about it. And then my birthday came. And you bought it for me.
Let me bring my brain back. So when you told me about it, I was watching you, and again, like you said, you were just someone, as my boss, as someone I listened to, you were my pastor. I respected you. I had a level of respect for you. And so when you talked, I heard you and I listened to it. It had nothing to do with any kind of intimate love or anything like that. It was just the mere fact that when I respect a person, I hear them. And so I just stored that in my memory bank. I didn't think about it again either until I realized your birthday was coming.
Right.
And, you know, all the staff is like, oh, we're going to put in $20 and get them a gift. And then they're
$20.
Like, we're going to put in $20 each and get them a gift.
I'm paying you a full salary. You paying a mortgage.
Calm down.
And with the mortgage money, you going to give me a gift, a pool of $20. And that's why none of y'all work for me now. You cheap something. something, cheap somethings. Paying mortgage money, and I get $20 in a pool so you can buy me a cheap watch.
Don't be telling my story. Stop it.
All right. While you, on the other hand,
well, I did. As you can see, he's still recovering.
I'm not over it. I'm not over it.
Still in
I'm not over it. I'm not over it. Don't want to see you. Don't want to see you, you cheap something.
Something.
But nobody ever taught you. Nobody ever told you. No one ever told you nothing.
But nobody had.
How were you different? Your idea of respect is to hear what people say, not just men.
Just listening. If I respect a person, it doesn't matter if it's a male, a female, someone I work with, someone who's in my family, someone that's just a colleague. If I have a respect for them and who they are, what they do,
right,
I listen.
Right.
Because that's just how I am. It's how my relationship is with Christ.
Wow.
And I shadow that in my everyday life.
Oh, man.
And so if I don't respect a person, I don't listen to them. I don't hear nothing they say. They can talk all they want to their blue in the face.
So get to the story. So you
just asked me. Look, he's so anxious. He's so anxious to hear my story because he doesn't know why I decided.
Yeah, I want to know.
But anyways, so I stored it in my memory bank. Then his birthday comes up. The staff is ready. Everybody put in $20 because we're going to get him this watch. And I, as a human being, evaluate people based on who they are. And my history, my knowledge of him as a person, from working with him, from being on his staff, from seeing how he dresses every day, the type of shoes he wore, the type of earring he would wear, the type of suits he would wear. I said, well, somebody who wears Louis Vuitton shoes and Gucci belts and his wallet is a designer brand, there's no way I'm going to purchase him
a Casio,
a watch that I can get from Walmart or Sam's Club.
A Casio.
However,
cheap something.
I still gave the $20 in for the watch.
Yeah.
However,
brother, can you spare a dime?
I decided that I wanted to buy a gift that for me
that I might appreciate
was comparable to the level of respect I had for that person.
That's dope.
So the gift that I got him wasn't because, I want to get him something different. No, I wanted to honor him on his birthday to the level of respect I had for him, for the way that, for all the things that he had done for me unknowing to him. Being my pastor, he had helped me to grow spiritually. He had helped me to mature spiritually. He had helped guide me in decisions in my life, in my careers. As my pastor, that put me at a place where I felt like just for that alone, he is the reason that I am saved today. I got saved at 15 under his ministry. I recommitted my life for real to Christ. So I am who I am in Christ because of this man's ministry. And I felt like I respected him enough to honor him with something that was equivalent to the level of respect I had for him. And so I went into my memory bank and I remembered him talking about this Indian headdress that was authentically made by the natives themselves. And I went, because I traveled a lot, I happened to stop by the place and I understood why he decided not to buy it. But I then decided that regardless, that I was going to make a sacrifice because of the level of respect I had for him. And I saved up for 6 months to purchase this headdress that I knew he wanted. It was the way that you told me about the headdress. It was the way you showed me a picture of it. It was the way your face lit up
I don't
that let
remember.
me know.
And I don't remember any of this.
It let me know that this was something that was really dear. You even explained to me that you have Native American blood.
Right.
And you've always wanted this, and it was from your actual Native American lineage.
Right.
And so it, to me, said, ding, 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 this is something that means something to him, not to me. Has nothing to do with me. It means something to him, and that's why I purchased it.
Now, and so to unpack this, because it's a great story, and I've never heard it, because I was so floored by the thing. And I'm joking, I'm always joking. And I was appreciative of what the staff did. I gave the Casio away to someone who doesn't wear Rolexes, okay? But when you're surrounded by people who don't listen to what you say, who don't observe, who don't watch, who don't appreciate, and you're killing yourself to make sure that payroll is made every week, and then somebody distinguishes themselves by listening to you, that's a good woman.
Yeah.
You got marked. I marked you as a good woman. And any young man, you want to mark a good woman who respects what you say, and your words have value, and your word is she listens and she responds. And so often you're dealing with women who are not good.
No.
They don't hear the little things. It doesn't have value to them that you said, hey, I mean, and our relationship is littered with things like that. I told you that I had to sell a car when I moved to Denver because I thought it would all be snow days and that there would be no reason to have a vintage drop top convertible in Denver. I just thought it snowed every day in Denver and that there was no reason to have a convertible here. And then I moved here and found all these people were driving around in convertibles because they lie to folks to keep them out of here and tell them it's just blizzard every day. They don't tell you this 300 days of sunshine. They don't tell you that you can clear the snow off your car just by waving your arm because it's that little fluffy snow. I mean, for my 50th birthday, I walked outside our house and you had purchased my dream car that I had sold for the ministry's sake to move here. And nobody in my life, not my mother, not my brother, I ain't got no brothers, not the churches that I had served across the country, and certainly no other relationship I'd ever been in had ever saved up money to buy me a car. Just because, and it wasn't like I didn't have the money to buy the car myself. It's just that I wouldn't do it because I'm trying to put kids through school and buy a house and I'm being responsible. But I remember just sitting on the curb. You put a red bow on it. And I sat on the curb and I said, this woman heard what I said and came up with a plan to accomplish what I wouldn't do for myself. That's a good woman. Anything short of that, run for your life. Anything short of that, run for your life. It's a waste of your time and energy because you're gonna not feel appreciated. You're not gonna feel appreciated. And that's 90% of the men that are in these broken marriages is that they married somebody who just wanted to get. It was a get.
Take.
And when you're not in a give and take relationship, and likewise, I mean, I have stories the same with you, is I'm listening for, you're allergic to lilies. I know this, gentlemen, I know this. She's allergic to lilies. Her best friend's name is Lily, but she's allergic to lilies. And so I'm not gonna buy you lilies and then give you some Benadryl. Okay? Because I thought they pretty. Now you think lilies is pretty too, okay? But you're allergic. So I buy you roses. I buy you white roses and red roses and pink roses and orange roses because I'm not gonna put you into anaphylactic shock over no daggone lilies, okay? So you have to listen. And that's a two-way street. But we're talking about women, and I like that. So you equate respect with listening.
And hearing.
Hearing.
Absorbing.
Absorbing.
And applying.
And applying. I'm about to run around the room, okay? I'm about to have a full Baptist fit right in front of y'all, okay? Because this is all I hear from men is when a man finally talks, if you don't listen, hear, absorb it,
and apply,
and then apply it, he stops talking. He stops talking. It's just, there's why? Why should I open up my heart? Why should I tell you about what I actually want if I know it will never happen? This is why men divorce. Or if they don't divorce because it's just cheaper to keep her, he just shuts his mouth. He's on shutdown and he's silently praying to the Lord every day that you would fall asleep and stay asleep forever, okay? Till death do us part. He's put the emphasis on die. Okay, and every time you roll over in the morning, he's saying, Dad. You wonder why he's upset in the morning. It's because you woke up. It's because you woke up. Because you don't listen, you don't apply, and you're in a take relationship with him and he doesn't feel appreciated. I'm dominating this conversation.
Okay, I have another one.
Go ahead. You just got me going with that.
I have
forgot.
5. I'm trying to get through them. Okay, so the next one, men, for you out there looking for a good woman. When the woman is willing to align with you on major life priorities and values. Yes, this means she will go to church with you. Yes, men, she's gonna go to church with you. Women, and I have to just touch on this. Women, like, if your man goes to church
at all,
pick up your Bible, your church shoes, your hat, your tambourine, and go to whatever church he's gonna go to. Because it's not very often that men like a church or even want to go to a church. But when they do, they'll be like, oh, no, I ain't going to that church. I'm going to this church. I've been going to this church for the last 10 years. You could go to your church. I'm going to my church. You're wrong. If that man is someone who you are going to be in a relationship with and that you, quote unquote, love and respect, you're going to pack up and you're going to go with him. And that's just on the church thing. I'm going to move on from that because we could sit there all day.
Higher Level Denver is 60% men.
67.
67% men.
I just ran the report.
67% men. We are winning the men, and then the men are bringing their women to church. And you're right. You're right. Because I preach a certain style. I attract men. And they're coming. And then they're bringing their girls.
Yeah. We have a lot of men who come here first.
Yeah.
And then
check it out.
3 weeks later of them coming by themselves, here comes the girl.
The girl, their mama.
The kid, the family, the
You
cousin.
get the man, Everybody's going to church if you get the men. That's
Yep.
the thing. I'm trying to help you, pastors. You're going after the women, but if you get the man, no man goes to church by himself. Everything in the house puts down the PlayStation, and you better bring your tail. If you want to sleep in this house tonight, you going to church.
Now, women, this part I said about aligns. You're willing, well, not women, but men. When
Okay.
that woman, you'll know she's a good woman because she's willing to align herself with your priorities.
Your agenda.
Understanding.
She's going to get on your program.
She's going to get on your program. Yes, she has a program. I have a program. This man right here, he has a program. I am on his program. Does that mean I am diminished? No. Does that mean I have no self-identity? No. Do I have a program? Yes. Do I work my program? Yes. But at the same time, I am on his program. With all my programming, I'm still on his program because at the end of the day, I am willing to align myself with what it is that he's doing so that I can be in a relationship that is whole and healthy. Okay? And women, you gotta get this out of your head that you're nobody. You're less of a woman if you get in alignment with your man. But you know what? All of that to say, we gotta go to a commercial.
Pay for this program.
We gotta go to a commercial. We'll be right back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll be right back after this commercial.
Higher Level Denver is here. Join us as we go to the higher level. Higher Level Denver with Dr. Chris Hill.
But I'm about to get real free. Free in my mind, free in my body, free in my past, free in my future. I need a free person to give God a free praise right here.
We are friends of God, friends of man, and friends of humanity. Transform your life. Find your voice. Get ready to roar. Join Dr. Chris Hill at Higher Level Denver this Sunday at 10 a.m. Higher Level Denver at the Roar Center, 3035 South Parker Road, Aurora, Colorado, 80014. See all that we're doing on the web at www.higherleveldenver.org.
Hello, welcome back. We are back, and I'm going to fly through the next two.
Okay.
So you can get to what the men think
Mine is
is
so
a good woman. I know yours is easy.
Mine
Okay.
is easy.
So we said priorities and values, aligning priorities and values. That's what we just said before the break.
Yes.
Now, fourth one, happiness and affection. Or I can say sex, because men don't understand nothing but sex. Happiness and sex.
So a good woman is happiness.
Y'all laugh together. You genuinely enjoy each other. When you get off work, you want to go see her.
Wow.
Because she makes you happy. Y'all can joke around, clown around, laugh. It's not always so like a sad time, like, ugh. Or you have to mentally prepare yourself to be around her because you don't know what you're going to get.
Wow.
Stuff like that. There is an obvious effort of affection, not just sex, but in many ways. You're going to see, young men, you're going to see that these women are obviously being affectionate to you in ways like you're sitting on the couch. She's going to lay on you, rub your foot or your hand or your leg when she's sitting next to you at the restaurant. She's going to, when she notices you seem a little down, she's going to notice and come over and rub your back and give you kisses on your cheek and say, "You okay today?" and give you extra love and attention. She's going to offer sex and be open for sex when you want it, when you're asking for it. She's not going to turn you down. She's not going to turn it down. She's still willing. those things like that. And my fifth one.
Wait, no, you gotta go
No,
back.
no. Babe, okay. I will let you talk.
No,
But
I know.
you get 1 minute.
Okay, what do we do with, we have some of these Christian people watching, and they're not supposed to have sex before marriage. So if
They're not supposed to, but some don't.
some don't. So what if you don't? So how do you know if she's
I just said all of the other
affectionate?
things.
It'll show up in other ways.
Yeah, there's
Rubbing
other,
your head.
Yeah, rubbing your hand,
Rubbing your
holding your
feet.
hand, walking in the store.
Touching,
She's touchy-feely.
touchy-feely.
She can have a conversation about it.
About sex?
Yeah. Yes, you should be having conversations about sex.
How much we're gonna
before
have,
you're married. What
frequency,
you like. What is enough for you? What
whips,
isn't enough? What's okay? What's not
chains.
okay? Y'all, it's this point. But it's true. It's all true. Yes, you can have conversations about it. I can't wait until we're able to be physically intimate. Oh my gosh. So what are we gonna do first? I think why can't we have these conversations? Aren't we grown-ups?
I think we should.
I think we should, because if you don't, you're going to get married and then you're going to have problems
And
immediately because sex
Right.
is everything to men,
Yeah.
as we
and
learn.
you want to know what it is he wants.
Yeah.
You know?
And you want to know if what he wants is something you feel like you can do.
Doable.
That's not going to be too much for you. Some requests are too much for certain women. And if that is what it is, then you can say, hey, I'm making the decision to cut out now because
Okay,
I'm not
it's
going to be
gonna
able to
a
handle
lot.
that.
That's going to be a lot.
Yeah, that's too much for me, bruh.
You know,
Sorry.
you gotta tap
You know,
out.
you got a lot of great qualities.
And yeah.
But but that's going to be a little too much for me.
The urination.
I can't handle that. It's just not going to be what I do.
That R. Kelly stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Okay.
pee on
and
me
moving, no.
when
and
you're
moving
not
on.
strong.
Moving on.
I'll be your friend.
Babe, stop. And my last point for the young men out there who want to know that they've got a good woman is she's committed to growth and adaptability in the relationship. She embraces your imperfection and does not criticize you for them. As you grow and change, she grows and changes with the understanding that she trusts you got it. She
Wow.
trusts in you.
Okay,
so she's
unpack that.
able to grow with you. What I'm saying is, if that's a good woman and she's putting you in the seat of being the head of her, as the Bible says it, she's putting you in that seat, then she will show you that she trusts your decisions. She trusts that even though you may be changing and it may look a little rocky to her, you may be figuring it out, she's right there with you, adapting as you figure it out, changing as you change, maneuvering as you maneuver. And she's not holding it against you as a negative thing. She completely understands that in life, we change.
Right.
Just like she's gonna change, that man is also gonna change. And she understands that and has an openness and a willingness to grow and change with you. And that's my 5.
I mean, because so often I'm finding women, they want this guy to be a multimillionaire by 35.
Yeah.
They
They do.
want him to be balling out of control, and he's in his early 30s. And the reality is that most men aren't going to reach their financial peak until they're in their 50s. They're not going to be making maximum money. Now there'll be some that are going to break through early. Elon Musk, but the average, particularly African American man, is going to make $46,000 a year, $47,000 a year. That's what he's going to make. And so if you're not adaptable, you want hey, we want to go on I need to be going on 4 trips a year, and we need to be going to Bali. You can't even find Bali on a globe, and you want to go to Bali. I want to go to Turks and Caicos. Turks and Caicos. You don't even know how to say it, okay? You don't even know how to say it, and that but you're putting all this pressure on this guy who's his brain just finished baking at 28, okay? And so now he's just kind of waking up at 30. He just put down the PlayStation at 31, and now you want him to be a multimillionaire by the time he's 35, and which is why I'm often saying that you may need to be dating someone who's a little bit older, who's a little bit more ahead, but then that comes with different things.
Yeah.
That comes with different things because
so either way,
you're
gonna have to be adaptable and
you're gonna have
changeable.
to be adaptable. Either you're gonna have to do some struggle love. Gonna have to do some struggle love. You might have to build a boo. You might have to build a boo. But if you get the boo and he's already built, then your money means nothing to him. And he really don't want to hear nothing about your career. While you're dating that high HVM, that high value man, he's writing out your resignation letters. One of the first things we did when we got together is I'm like, okay, that job is over. Okay, you don't do that anymore, because if you were doing it for money, that's not and I didn't like how they treated you. Honestly, I didn't like how they treated you. And if you're with me and they're giving you the finger, they just gave me the finger. And if you give me the finger, I'm gonna cut your finger off, okay? So that's the difference when you're coming into contact with an older guy. And so, but I like it, is that adaptability. If you're gonna get with an older guy, you're gonna have to help him dress.
All right.
Okay?
You are.
You're gonna have, she changed my dress. She went through all my FUBU, all my Dada.
Dada?
Yeah.
I thought it was babe. I don't know.
No, you didn't know. You just said
no.
You said the font is wrong on this. The font was wrong on my clothes. Okay? I had all my sweaters, my Coogi sweaters.
The Coogi sweaters.
She threw them all out. She gave them away. I saw homeless people wearing my gear. Okay? You didn't. No Jordans. No Jordans allowed. I mean, you have to, guys, you're gonna have to adapt. You may have to get rid of your gold ring. Okay? You know, that gold ring, that 14 karat gold ring you've had since you had your Jerry curl, that may have to go. If you're gonna, so there's gonna be adaptability on both sides.
Yeah.
But it's really important. I think we put a lot of pressure on younger men.
Yeah.
And that is unfair, is he may not be there yet, and then you may have to work with him.
Yeah.
And if she's got to work with you, fellas, you're gonna have to work with her.
So,
They want to give me
what
okay.
say men?
Okay,
What do men say?
How do you know?
How they know they have a good woman?
When you
what
have
do
a
they
good, no,
say?
I really do concur with you. Your list really blew me away because I didn't. We don't talk about this beforehand because we want it to be spontaneous on air, and I am spontaneously flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted. Okay. Because that was great. And really, women, I know women are going to be mad about it, but I need you to think about this from the point of view of your own son. Because that's where she does it from. And your own son, this is the kind of woman you want your son to marry. Do you want your son to be with a woman who doesn't listen to him? Do you want your son to be with a woman who doesn't respect his needs? Of course not. Now, I'm going to give my little thing. I'm going to do my little thing because I prepared it.
Come on, because you got 9 minutes.
I don't even need 9 minutes. I just want to sit here and just
Come on,
rock.
I want to hear this. I want to hear what men say.
All right, men
is a good woman.
Tell me that they need their space. I need my space. Give me my
How is
space.
that a good woman?
Okay, a good woman gives a man space. Now, space is an acronym. Here it comes. S. Sex.
How did I know?
S is for sex. Okay, if a man is in a relationship, a marital relationship that is sexless, he does not want a roommate. He does not want a roommate. He does not want a housemate. Okay, he is in it to win it.
He wants a playmate.
If he wants a, come on now. He don't want a roommate.
off the top.
He don't want a housemate. He wants a playmate. Okay, he wants something to be going on besides the rent. Okay, if not, he's going fishing. Okay, he's going fishing. He's gonna find another fish.
Okay, so S for space. S
Yes.
is sex.
Sex.
Okay.
P. P is peace.
Peace.
He wants a piece and some peace. He wants peace and he wants some peace. He wants you not to be so toxic that the house is uneasy. And there's a lot of women, particularly, they were raised in toxicity, so they only know how to have a toxic environment. And so men will sit in their car for 30 minutes, getting up the nerve to come home. He will circle the block 3 times. Well, if you sit outside your house and he's supposed to be home at a certain time, and you see that car pull up and go back around and go back around and go back around, you are not a peaceful woman, okay? And my brothers, if you're with her and you don't know what her mood's gonna be like, and you don't know if she's gonna be happy that day, and you don't know how just tap out.
Tap.
Just tap. Just tap out, hit 3 times, and just find somebody else, because that's not gonna work. Space. Sex, peace, A, this is it.
What's A?
Appreciation.
That's a good one. Everybody needs to feel appreciated.
Men particularly need to feel appreciated, okay? Hercules, okay? They need a hype man. They need their woman to be a hype man. Okay, that sounds crazy. But they need to be, go ahead and wash the car. Oh my, Hercules. Oh my God, did you take the trash out? Oh my God. Did you actually work 60 hours and do 20 hours overtime? Hercules. To feel all this light up in here, oh my God. Go tell your daddy thank you. Okay? Men do with their children for the mother what they would love for the mother to do with their children. Go tell your mama the food is good. Did you tell your mama the house is clean today? Did you tell your mama that her hair was pretty? That everything they're doing is what they want to see mirrored back in their situation. They want appreciation, particularly men of color, because the world doesn't appreciate nothing we do.
Woo.
Nothing we do.
deep.
You're
That's
just
true.
left out in well, he took out the trash. Well, it stank, didn't it? He should have took it out. He should took it out. It stank. It was his trash. Why should he be appreciated for I work up in this piece too? Yes, but if he's making any money and bringing it home, Hercules, okay? Because it's very easy for men to just stay at home. Stay at home with their parents and live in the basement. But if he's actually ventured outside the basement to work in the world, we need to appreciate him. Can I give you the C?
Okay.
C is, and this aligns with yours, compliance.
Isn't that funny how men's compliance?
Compliance. If, okay, hey,
words.
I thought we was gonna do a car wash, but it turns out that all the car washes in our town are saturated. So now we're gonna do a laundromat.
All right.
Gonna do a
Let's
laundromat.
Go. Laundromat. Here
And
we go.
I need you to be on the folding station number 3.
Okay.
Because I can't fold.
'Kay.
And this is what we're doing. That ability to pivot is something you're gonna need. You're gonna need. If she can pivot with you, if you are going from being the car wash king to being the laundromat king, then, and she's like, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. And then the laundromat thing don't work, so now we're doing carpets. We're gonna be the carpet kings. And if she's like, you get the machine and I'll get the sprayer and we're gonna rock this together, that's a good woman. That's a good woman. If she's bringing up now, that's what you said when we were gonna do the laundromat. Run for your life. Just wash that woman right out of your hair and send her on her way, because life is gonna require so many pivots and so many turns and so many readjustments. And hey, that didn't work, let's try this out. That if she's not compliant in that way, we're in trouble. And the last one,
E.
the E, S, sex, P, peace, A, appreciation, C, compliance, E, enticement. Enticement.
He said
Enticement.
enticement.
Whatever it is that entices you, she has to continue the enticement beyond the marriage.
Right. So not be enticing up until once you get
until-
married, she stops being enticing.
And then
It just disappears.
it's just gone. She
Like,
was
she
was
is-
sexy. She was twerking and working. Twerking
What
and
about
working.
when her knees go out, she can't twerk no more?
Then just get on the floor and just rub your butt on the floor. Okay? Okay, you don't need no knees. You don't need no knees. You don't need no knees to please. Okay? Okay, you don't need no knees to be. Just show me something. Show me what you're working with.
I can't wait till I get old. So I can
Child.
be like you said, I don't need no knees.
Babe,
please.
I'm so much older than you. By the time you get old, I'm dead. Okay? And then you can do what you want. Okay? Because you will have the money to do it.
Oh, we gotta quote that. You don't need no knees.
You don't
to
need no
please.
knees to please, okay? We can roll over there. Roll over there on a.
So to bring it back to modern time now, because we're running out of time,
Oh.
this includes stuff like staying physically fit if you were when you got married.
Yes.
Keeping your hair looking nice if you did that
if
before you got married.
Now things go wrong, things
Yeah,
happen,
things go
and we'll
wrong. I
adjust.
mean-
But enticement is asking him honestly, is this attractive to you?
Oh, I do that all the time.
I know you do.
like,
I
does
know.
this look right? Am I cute?
And then him being honest
Yeah. Be
with
honest,
you
man.
to say, yeah.
No. Yeah, no.
No, what's that store we go to you like?
Yeah, no. Which one? Free People? Anthropology.
No, Anthropology. Oh my God.
He doesn't like anything in there. But
Oh.
guess what? Everything I buy from there, guys, when I put it on,
Oh.
he suddenly likes it. And I'm like, I got this at the
No.
place you hate.
No, when that Anthropology, in there, everything in there looks like Holly Hobby had a baby with a hippie who was homeless at the time. Holly Hobby, I don't remember no Holly Hobby. I don't know nothing about no Holly Hobby. But I'm singing Little House on the Prairie all throughout the store. And she just loves that store. But you do buy some things. We have compromised. And I like bringing you things that are just egregious. Just things that come.
I would never
They
purchase
come with a begging bucket.
million
The
years.
begging bucket comes with it. Okay, and we've just adapted, but I'm ratchet. I'm ratchet.
He's ratchet.
I'm ratchet. Okay.
I'm classy.
She's classy.
He's ratchet.
I'm, somebody's bougie, but I'm ratchet. Okay. So I'm happy with Fashion Nova. Okay, Fashion Nova is fine with me.
Yes, and I have lots of things from there, but
Yes.
so we got space.
Space.
So
Sex,
men in space.
peace, appreciation, compliance, and
Enticement.
stay enticing.
And that's all for our show today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share this with somebody who needs to hear it. If you know a young man or an older man or a man, period, who is looking for a good woman, share this with them before he goes on that hunt. It will help him. We will see you next week right here on Love the Real Hills. Love you guys.
We love you.
Bye.
See you next week.